One of the reasons a 401k can be such a good retirement savings vehicle is due to employer matching funds. However, a problem for 401ks can be their limited investment options. When a 401k is rolled into an IRA, the world of investment options open up. If you're 59 and a half, have recently lost or changed your job, you can possibly roll your 401k over into an actively managed IRA that can give you a wider range of investment options that fit you. Call us today. We can help.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's Friday Night Lights back. Ava Bear football in Buffalo. You're listening to the best radio in the Ozarks, Cause Radio, and you're also watching the images live right now on tdhmedia.net.
Accounting for, keeping track of. The good descriptions for Paul Wade at Paul Wade and Associates of Ava. Paul Wade and Associates of Ava, your certified public accounting. Great bookkeeping, great accounting, great advice, and a great fan. That's Paul Wade and Associates. Phone number 417-683-2319. That's 417-683-2319. In Ava, Missouri, hard to find bigger Ava Bear football fans than Doug Miller and the crew at Miller Lawn Service. Miller Lawn Service, providing the people of Cause Country with lawn care, lawn maintenance, and in the wintertime, snow removal, de-icing, and more. Call Doug today at 543-2294. That's 417-543-2294 for Miller Lawn Service. Let us take care of your lawn.
For the best selection of appliances and home furnishings, it's Long Dollar Furniture and Appliances. Great prices on top brands. Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance, whether it's your kitchen, laundry room, bedroom, living room, Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance, 683-3424. That's 683-3424, Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance.
At Rick's Roofing, we have expanded our business. We are now dozing for timber and other excavating work, skid steer work, some brush hogging, brush mulching, also helping you build your driveway, building houses or shop pads, backhoe work, septic work, and dump truck gravel hauling, free quotes. And of course, we're still taking care of your roofing needs too. 683-8081. That's 683-8081 for Rick's Roofing, LLC.
Now's the time to get a great deal on proven Kubota farming equipment. Tractors that are adaptable and versatile, hay tools that are backed by a 2-year warranty, and durable sidekick utility vehicles and SSV skid steers. The Kubota agriculture lineup is built right, built ready. Get Kubota hay tools for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through September 30th. Go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Head on over to Edgewood Harper Farm Equipment located in Mountain Grove, your local Kubota dealer.
Hi, folks. This is Jay Loveland at Jay Loveland Auto Sales, and I'd like to invite you all to our new setup in Mountain Grove. We have a great inventory of affordable cars, trucks, and SUVs conveniently located right next to Walmart and Burger King. Find us also online at jlovelandautosales.com or 417-349-4444. And remember, at J. Loveland Auto Sales, we always do the right thing.
I'm glad you are with us here for the first Friday night of the year, listening on the best radio in the Ozarks and here on TDH Media as the Buffalo Bison have taken the field. The fireworks going off. Tyler Watterson here, and we don't have Cooper with us tonight. He is on the DL, so to speak. He is recovering from a little bit of stomach issues. So you heard him earlier tonight. We went to the bullpen and brought in the doctor, Dr. Clint Hall, with the slick Collinsworth slide in. And Doc called this Ava Bear team a lot of success last year.
Hey, tons of success. If you remember last year, we talked a lot about the three-headed monster, Richards, Mendel, and Adams. 2 of those guys are gone. We've still got one coming back, though. Hunter Adams, it was a great regular season, 11-0 until we came to Lamar. But it was a great season. We beat Grove, beat Liberty twice, beat a 10-win Thayer team. This is a team that put up over 40 points a game, and probably the understated side only gave up about 12 points per game.
Yes, the defense just as good as the offense. And so Coach Dan Swafford, all the rumors circulating, he goes on to Evangel to take his next step. And then Coach Casey Merrifield played football with this guy, knows his stuff, spent 10 years in the program, and now has his turn to be the head coach of this Ava Bear football team. Getting closer to kickoff, you're listening to Cause Radio and watching tdhmedia.net.
If you're looking for ways to save, we got discounts every day.
Fire up the grill and put the burgers on from Town and Country Supermarket in Ava, Missouri. Ground beef in the family pack, $2.87 per pound this week. Town and Country, Ava, Missouri. Family pack boneless pork loin chops, $2.48 per pound. Town and Country, Ava, Missouri.
We got discounts every day.
Hello, football fans. Dan here at the Healthcare Enrollment Center in Ava. Proud of our community and young people, especially the athletes, the cheerleaders, the band, and everyone involved behind the scenes. We're happy to provide affordable coverage on the marketplace for individuals and families, and also Medicare for age 65 and older. Just give us a call at 683-1035. That's 683-1035. Go Bears!
It's Ava Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home improvement and hardware supplies. Offering a huge selection of interior and exterior paints, plumbing, heating, and electrical supplies, power tools, lawn and garden products, and much, much more. Our staff has the experience and knowledge to answer any of your questions about our products or your home improvement needs at Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers, where we stop to shop.
Hey, Ava Bear fans, this is Trish Watterson with Show Me Real Estate. The market has been changing. It's very important that you have local experts who know the market trends and can help you guide you through the buying and selling process. Visit either our Show Me Real Estate locations in Ava or in Mansfield, and one of our team members would be happy to help you along your buying or selling journey. Like us on Facebook and stay up to date with our new properties seeing the market in your area. That's Show Me Real Estate, serving the entire Southwest Missouri area.
Hello, Bear fans. This is Blake Miller at Stockman's Bank. Stockman's Bank proudly offers a full range of deposit and loan products to support both consumer and commercial needs. And whether you're at home or at the ballgame cheering on the Bears, you can check updates and activity on your checking or savings account with our Stockman's Bank mobile app. Take your balance information with you wherever you go. Stockman's Bank, proud past, exciting future, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Break down this Ava Buffalo game, and so for the Bears, new head coach, but it really has been just a smooth transition with a guy that's been in the program for the last decade. Team captains out on the field right now for the Bears, Ashton Stout, Keegan Evans, and Grady Goss, as they're getting ready to do for the coin flip here in just a moment. And some key players tonight to watch here for the Ava Bears. We've mentioned a couple of them already. Hunter Adams, the sophomore sensation. Last year, the freshman phenom. This year coming into his sophomore year, getting tons of respect around the area. And if you weren't listening to Football Night in Cause Country, first of all, you got to get that dial on at 6 o'clock. Great stuff in there where the coach of Buffalo talks about having to stop Hunter Adams first. New quarterback, won the quarterback competition. And if you were listening to pregame, the Casey Merrifield coach's show, that quarterback competition was open and lasted for about 5 minutes. Ashton Stout takes the reins at QB, and then Ryland Dixon. You got to have a dynamic A-back for this offense. Ryland Dixon looks to step in, make a lot of stuff happen offensively for the Bears. And then you heard Doc Hall talking about some of these Buffalo Bison earlier. Doc Hall, who on the Bison side do we got to look out for tonight?
So the Bison are in an interesting position. They lost a group of seniors that did not have a losing season. They went to 3 different district title games, won more games as a group than any group of kids in over a decade at Buffalo. Brett Schwenke is back, though, all-conference quarterback for them. You heard Rocky talk about how he's also a state-level sprinter. And then Ryan Christopher, don't call me Christopher, 6'2", 285 on the line. You say, hey, how big is that? Well, Brent Clark is 6'3", 272. So this is a big boy out there.
And he's a 3-year starter. Folks, we've had the coin toss. We've waited all summer long. Ava Bear football kickoff up next.
Travis Smith is our state representative. And Travis Smith, old football coach himself, is very proud of the Ava Bears and all of the Ava athletes. Your state representative of the 155th, Travis Smith, saluting the Ava Bear football team, volleyball squad, all the kids at Ava High School. A salute from State Representative Travis Smith.
Doc Hall, what happened there on the coin toss?
Hey, the Ava Bears won it, but they elected to defer. It looks like we're going to kick off to start the half.
Now, I'm a big believer in the deferring. I like putting the defense out there first, getting a stop, getting that ball at halftime. And there comes our fantastic kicker, a true weapon, Jeremiah Blakely. How many times has a kicker got on the cover of the Pigskin Preview?
The first that I've known. And it's gone back to 28 years?
Yes, that tells you the talent that he has in that right leg. Blakely set to kick it off. Oh, trickery! Hunter Adams, an onside kick on the ground. Ava had a shot at it, but I don't think we fell on it. And Buffalo will have it first. So Ava going very aggressive right out of the gate. All this talk about the Ava Bear kicker, you're expecting him to put it in the end zone. And we try a little fiddler, as they call it back in the day, with Hunter Adams, who did kick in junior high for his grade with the Bears. And I really liked the call. Try to catch everybody off guard something early.
We had a couple of shots and almost pulled it off.
Now I wonder right now if the officials are maybe talking about illegal touching on the Bears, because it does have to go 10 yards. And it looked like we were very, very close to maybe touching that thing before it rolled 10. And referees are going to spot it, I believe, where it was first touched by the Bears, which puts Buffalo
48
of Ava territory here. So, well, defense, what was it you said, giving up 12 points a game last year?
Have to work it out for him here
Against
the year.
Dynamic offense here at the start. Swanky back there. Now, they'll have a couple of guys that could go to. This one does go to number 11. He bounces it to the outside, has little room before being drugged down by Dixon. I did see a late flag come in. That was Schwanke on the carry. And we'll probably say about 3 different variations of that last name throughout the course of the night. And
Buffalo.
Holding on Buffalo. So the first penalty there, 10 yards, takes away what would have been a nice first down carry for Swanke. And, folks, you talked to Garrett Beard, defensive coordinator, and he said pretty point blank, this might be the fastest guy the Bears see all year. And you think about the teams that are still left on the schedule down the road, that is the kind of high praise and attention that they want to give Brett Swanke. He's a guy you've got to know where he's at all times. Split backs in the backfield, got a receiver down here at the bottom. Snap goes, this time to the up back. This is a nice tackle there. This was Meade on the carry. And I believe we had in on the stop right there, Carter Mayhem, wearing number 56 for the Bears. You got who along that defensive front, Brock Hall?
For Ava, you've got Tyson Tidwell, Luke Little, Chris Breeding, and Braden Thorburn. Of course, backed up by Mayhem, Adams, and Johnson at the linebackers.
And you'll see some guys kind of crunch in down low. Wyatt Johnson will roam around there. Thorburn coming up on the edge. And the time the snap can go to either player here in this Buffalo backfield. Swanke, a little counter play to the right side. Had a man there, let him go, but the rest of the defense comes. Good pursuit and drives him back after a short gain. And the carry that time.
3 yards on that?
That sounds good to me. That was Riley Phillips on the carry there for the Bison. So, got a third down. Third and about 7. As we are under 11 minutes here, no score, live from Buffalo, Missouri. The Bison and the Bears. Home field advantage has been huge in this Week 1 game that started back in 2018. Home teams won every game. Direct snap to Swanke, going up the right side and dive. Bears defense there. Ball's on the ground, and it bounces right into a Buffalo back who gets it closer to a first down. And we got a 4th and short and a big test here early, Doc Hall, for the Ava defense.
Absolutely. First 4th down of the game. Be interested to see what Buffalo runs here.
You watch the TDH media replay, and they're just a fortunate bounce for the Bison. Ava defense was there to stop them well short of the first down. And the bounce gets it closer here. 4th and 1, and we've got a whistle. What's going on? Officials timeout. So, I think we got a little jersey equipment issue. Those can happen from time to time, week 1. So here we go, that bunch Buffalo formation. Snap back. It goes to Meade, the up back, and Hunter Adams was there, but I believe a little push from Buffalo is going to have him the first down, but it's going to be close. Very kind of Lamar-like, Dr. Hall, where you can have the ball be snapped to either guy on any given play.
It's a definite difference maker if you're an offense. Allows you to hide some things a little bit.
It is a first down for the Bison. So Brad Meade, you're talking about a guy 3 years paying his dues in the JV and getting the chance to start here his senior season. And a couple of carries already here in the game, and that one a first down. So the first down of the game goes to Buffalo, driving in Ava territory, ball on the 37-yard line, direct snap to Swanky, quarterback sweep to the right, and man, those feet are electric. He gets tackled after a gain of, well, what will you give him, Doc Hall?
Looks like about 4 yards, right? Go from the 38 to the 34.
So you're the stat man.
No, they're going to mark it to 33. Looks like you got 5 yards on the carry.
So 2nd down and 5. And you talk about a dude that can cut on a dime. I'll tell you the one thing that was not cut prior to the game, and that's the grass on the field.
It is a thicker surface today.
Thomas, if he was on the field before the game, he would have lost his shoes out there. Swanky and Meade in the backfield. Ball is snapped back to Meade this time, and coming in from the end there, crashing down to make the tackle, I believe, was Ashton Stout. Got the quarterback going both ways there, comes in to make the tackle, but I tell you, haven't really gotten the backfield very much here. Now, this defensive line front that's supposed to be a strength of the Bears, a little bit shorthanded tonight. Eric Harrow, an injury and hyperextension, I believe it was, in the jamboree, and he's kind of on emergency status only pretty much in this game is what Coach was saying earlier. So another 3rd and short, and they get that Buffalo bunch going.
Meade with 3 carries already this game.
Kind of lined up in a power formation. It goes to Meade. That's carry number 4, and he gets another first down. And right now those Bears linebackers got linemen getting on him pretty early. Not able to kind of scrape and hit the holes as quick as what they'd want to. And Buffalo, and you're talking about a team who's got, I believe, 3 sophomores starting on the O-line. Well, that's not a good sign here early that you've got the dudes in the trenches right now, and the battle being won by the Bison.
You would think the Bears would be the more physical of the two teams looking at them, but that's not the way it's playing out early on.
Ball just inside the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Little reverse here going to the other side, and Wyatt Johnson and I believe Carter Mayhem in on the stop for a gain of a couple. We're under 8 minutes here. Now this game, if you're just getting tuned in, started. Ava, a little trickery. Tried the onside kick and had a chance at it, touched it, but did not fall on it and maintain possession. So Buffalo begins with this drive, starting in Ava territory, and have got a couple of first downs, getting close to the red zone here. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 21. Snap back to Swanky. Takes it on a quarterback sweep to the right. Bounces it outside. Gets around Hunter Adams. Swanky looking for the end zone, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Showing that speed that Rocky was talking about in the pregame show.
Now, Ryland Dixon, if you bounce it outside on Ryland Dixon, who I've heard a lot of people describe as Stephen Copeland 2.0, and look right there, folks, you can't simulate that kind of speed with your scout team Monday through Thursday. You just can't. And right now, this Ava defense has got a little bit of an adjustment period right now on their pursuit angles with this dynamic quarterback, Brett Swanky.
That's about a 17-yard scamper there by Swanky.
They line up at the Buffalo bunch. It goes to Swanky. Straight power dive up the middle and walks into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Impressive drive by Buffalo there. I believe that's an 11-play drive.
My goodness.
And run.
Not one pass thrown. So at the 6:47, they got fireworks going off already. here in Buffalo. And we've been talking about the historical trends dating back to 2018 when we played here in Buffalo. I believe that was Caleb Johnson's senior season. The home team has been the victor in each of the previous 4 matchups we've done in this Week 1 game.
Exactly right.
Line up for the extra point. It is up and through the upright. 6:47 to go. First quarter, Buffalo 7, Ava 0.
The stout team of Keller Williams Realty is proud to support local athletics and would love to help you find your forever home. For us, real estate is more than a business. It's personal. That's what drives us to provide an exceptional experience to anyone who walks through our doors. And we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you are looking to stay in Cause Country or beyond, Bob and Roxanne will always listen to what you want in a home. Give them a call at 417-883-4900.
Hello, Bear fans. This is Garrett Chapman with Century Bank of the Ozarks. At Century Bank, we specialize in farm, business, consumer, and residential lending. Our experienced loan officers have a great reputation for providing fast and friendly service to the community. Century Bank is locally owned, and we are proud to have served the Ozarks for over 125 years. Let Century Bank of the Ozarks help you build a brighter future. Go Bears! Century Bank of the Ozarks, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, we got one of those Misha-sponsored water breaks, so we'll take one more. You're listening to Cons Radio, best radio in the Ozarks.
Mill Country Title, cheering on the Ava Bears, and if you're buying or selling or refinancing, we're providing title insurance and closing needs for our friends and neighbors in the Ozarks. Our offices are located in Ava, Gainesville, and in West Plains. You can give us a call at 683-1907 for Mill Country Title. Proud to cheer on the Ava Bears.
Well, Week 1 game, Doc Hall, not going to sugarcoat it, kind of got smacked in the mouth right there.
Yeah, that was not the way you want to start your year. But we talked about Buffalo was tough here. Last year they were a 500 team, but they won 3 of their 5 games here at home. So it's not going to be an easy place to play.
And got off to a hot start in the season, too, where they won, I believe it was 4 out of their first 5 games. So Buffalo now to kick off. Ava Bears have Grady Goss back there to receive. And the kick on the ground, little squibber, fielded by Tidwell, and he's going to try to pick it up and run, and the official says his knee was on the ground when he picked it up. I'm going to need to see the TDH replay on that one, because Tidwell's even looking like saying, what in the world? I had open spaces.
Naked eye did not catch a knee down for sure.
So, all right, well, here is first play of the season coming up.
It was.
So, folks, replay shows me down. Folks, spoiler alert. Going to see some trickery right here to begin the football season. Let's see how it plays out. Stout under quarterback. Man in motion is Dixon. Pitch it to him. Goes to Hunter Hall. Back to Stout. Throw it. Dixon catches it here near side. Goes up and is tackled for a 5-yard gain. The ball was touched by a lot of people right there. And somehow there was so much action happening in the backfield, Buffalo didn't know what to do and just happened to be in the right spot there.
That was a complicated 5 yards. But a positive.
Hey, you just put something on film, though, that every single team is going to have to run scout for to try to defend. So it is a positive play here. 2nd down and 6. 6:05 remaining in the first quarter. Ava trailing 7-0. Now we go with the veer look. Stout able to get it to Adams that time, and his first carry, not too much.
Already to 3rd down.
And Adams, if you were listening to Football Night in Cons Country on the pregame, Coach Phillips, I believe, said Hunter's name 3 times during his monologue of talking about what the Bison had to do on defense, and it all began with stopping number 3 for the Bears.
He will definitely be the focus for the Bison tonight.
So here we go, 3rd and 3. First big play for the Ava offense. Man in motion is Dixon. We pitch it to him. Gets around the corner, has blockers in front. Dixon first down and more. Makes a few guys miss. And a nice job there. Bears had Matthew Lakey pulling out in front. And Grady Goss, if you're an A-back, you got to block too. If you're a receiver, you certainly do. And Dixon able to get sprung there for a nice gain What you going to give them on the carry?
14 on the carry. Third down conversion, a key third down for the Bears to start the season.
Rattle those keys, Missouri State Bear fans. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Now they are in Bison territory. Stout under center. Got the receivers bunched in tight. Goss will go in motion. Stout keeps it on the quarterback option. Has a lane. 1st down and more. And a nice play there from the quarterback, Ashton Stout, tackled just shy of the 30. Good read there by Stout. Everyone and their mother, brother, uncle, and distant cousin there to tackle Adams at the line of scrimmage. Stout pulls it, keeps it, and picks up a nice carry.
Be a 17-yard gain for the Bears. Setting up another 1st down. We're getting close to the red zone.
Here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 31. Stout under center. This time keeps it again. No, does give it to Adams, and Hunter will fall forward. Positive, but boy, there is a lot of attention. And folks, that's what happens when you run for over 1,000 yards and over 20 touchdowns as a freshman, is you're going to have a lot of those defensive linemen and linebackers tracking your every move.
That's right. We'll see how much those runs up the middle wear this team down as the game goes on, though.
That's the thing. Those 2 and 3 yards in the first quarter start to become 5, 6, and 7 in the fourth quarter in the second half. Stout under center. This time, little counter play goes to Dixon. Dixon tries to cut it up in and is tackled, I believe, right around the 25-yard line. Carter Mayhem there. And talk about a guy making a selfless decision there, going from a potential fullback or A-back spot. Best spot on the team for him to help out is there at the center position, and the Bears have had a good one the last few years. Jacob Blakey, Coach Merrifield loves what he's seen out of Mayhem running that center spot here in camp and late summer.
Definitely big shoes to fill, but he's very capable.
3rd and 6, big play. Stout keeps it, pitches it to Goss, and the defense is right there. And Brett Swanky out on the edge. Clips Goss at the 25. Normally, in just about every other year of Ava Bear football history, aside the last 2, this is an automatic go-for-it situation, 4th and 4th to 25. But with Jeremiah Blakely, you got the option, if you want it, of trying to kick for 3. It looks like the Ava offense is going to stay out there, though.
Checking our wristbands pretty heavily.
Now, the wristband world of athletics in every sport. Big play, folks, here early in the game. First quarter, 2:30 left. It's 4th and 4. Counter play to Dixon. Cuts it up the middle. Gets close to a 1st down. Keeps those legs moving. And I believe has got it right around the 20-yard line. Chains are moving. That's a big Ava Bear 1st down there on 4th and 4.
Absolutely, both teams converting a key 4th down.
Look at Brant Nelson and Keegan Evans there, clearing the way there for Mr. Dixon to get the Ava Bears inside the red zone here. So
Dixon's got 3 carries on this drive, 23 yards.
Stout under center. Oh, no, fumble, and Stout just goes down and then gets hit to the ground backwards afterwards. So a fumbled snap right there. At least Ava maintains possession, but boy, that's a wasted play there.
That's not good. Waste of a 1st down. We're still on the 17.
Ava right now bringing out an extra blocker here in Chris Breeding.
Both these teams have had long, sustained drives to start this game.
Yeah, Buffalo got it at the 48. Now, if you want to look at a good thing on the defense, with half a field to go, made them do 11 plays to get into the end zone. This becoming a long drive. Stout will hand it off to Adams. Little stutter step move. Tries to get it outside, but then is tackled by a couple of Bison. And Hunter will get closer to the 15, I believe. Pickup of round 4 on the play. And we are already, Doc Hall, under a minute to play here in the opening quarter of this 2022 season.
We're on our 11th play of the drive.
Ava marching, but another big 3rd down here. They converted a 3rd and 6. This one a 3rd and 7. Ball on the 14. bounced out. Oh, no, the ball goes on the ground again, and he just has to pretty much secure it and goes to the ground, wrapped up. That is 2 bobbled snaps here on this drive. And again, new starting quarterback, new starting center. Those are sometimes the week 1 issues you can have, and decision time again here for Coach Merrifield on this first drive, and it looks like he's going to have some extra time to think about it. We don't look like in a hurry.
Absolutely.
So, all right, decision time up next here on this 4th down play. We've played 1 quarter in Buffalo. Buffalo 7, Ava 0.
Hey there, Ava Bear fans. This is Tim Reese, pastor at Ava General Baptist Church, and I am excited to not only cheer on our Ava Bears, but also to cheer you on in your journey with Jesus. If you are not worshiping with a community of believers, we would love to walk with you in your journey with God. We gather Sunday mornings at 8:30 and 10:45. You'll experience a welcoming community of believers and an encouraging message to help you live out God's purpose for your life. We'll see you soon.
Plumbing problems? Call Greg Cantwell at ProServe Plumbing. Greg has over 40 years of experience and can handle all of your plumbing needs. Licensed and insured, free estimates, and serving the good people of Cause Country. Give Greg a call at 417-989-9167. That's 417-989-9167. Greg Cantwell, ProServe Plumbing, your problem solver for all of your plumbing needs.
Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we have it all for you. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, where we love what we do. All the products that you want at a price you can't afford. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than up on store. Garden, clothing, pet supplies, farm and household too. Fencing and automotive, hey, we deliver to Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, 1974. Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply, we're more than up on store.
That's Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply of Ava.
We love that jingle there from Hirsch Feed and Farm Supply. So Jeremiah Blakely out. Now you're more of a math guy than me. How long on the field goal here?
Oh, looks like we're going for about a 30-yarder, maybe 31.
So Blakely, last year, 4 of 7 in field goal attempts tried. Snap there, hold down, kick is up away, looks good, and it is.
How about that?
The weapon that is Jeremiah Blakely comes through for the Bears. So Ava's on the scoreboard. 11:56 to go, second quarter. Buffalo 7, Ava 3.
It's game time in Cause Country. The cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the conductor is tuning up the band, and the players are going all out in the field. Home Pride Bank is a proud supporter of the Ava Bears. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, and on Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Give us a call at 417-683-3211 for all of your banking needs. Now let's show the opposing team that the blue and gold runs deep in Ava. And be loud as we cheer on the Bears. Home Pride Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do you have new construction or remodeling needs? Reed's Construction can take care of you. We're family owned, operated, and insured. You can check us out on Facebook at Reed's Construction LLC. If you have questions about our services or would like an estimate, give us a call at 417-543-2063. Again, that's 417-543-2063. Don't get framed by the competition. Trust our reputation is as solid as concrete.
Go Ava Bears!
On the scoreboard, first drive of the year goes how many plays there, Doc Hall?
We went 12 plays on that drive. We had 2 plays there next to the red zone where we lost yardage, and that really kind of caused the drive to stall, but we did come away with points thanks to our kicker.
Those are drive killers there, the old fumbled snaps. Blakely will kick it deep this time, fielded. Got 2 Bison there around the 2-yard line, and the Buffalo guy backpedaling, so no momentum going forward.
Wow.
Hit stick there by Logan Churchill. Buffalo ball next, our score, Bison 7, Ava 3.
It's the Cheney Monument Company, serving the area of Cause Country since 1935, providing you with all of your monument needs. Check us out online at CheneyMonuments.com to see examples of our work, or for more information, call 417-679-3720 for Rob or Angie. Cheney Monument Company, where we sell custom monuments, benches, vases, porcelain pictures, cremation urns, and more.
Well, let's see if the Ava defense has made some adjustments here. And right now it's just adjusting to the speed Here's Swanky. It's a reverse counter play there. And Buffalo, that time, Ava doing a good job out there on the edge.
Once again.
Riley Phillips with the carry, and it looked like Hunter Hall, Wyatt Johnson, Tidwell, and Thornburn out there on the edge to make that play. And when you make a play like that, your DN does a good job of staying home and stretching that thing outside a little bit to give the rest of the cavalry time to get there. So it'll be 2nd down and 10, no gain on the play there for Phillips.
Buffalo has stayed on the ground so far.
Bunch formation, straight quarterback keeper to Swanky. Nice play there by Dixon. Dixon with a tackle and a kind of a friendly fire there as Grady Goss went to lower the boom. I think caught more of Dixon than he did Swanky. But another good job. And this Ava defense, I believe, you think there was any pep talks from Coach Garrett Beard there after that first 11-play opening drive for Buffalo?
They are looking fired up. Both the kickoff coverage and that play there, we've had some hard hits on this drive. Swanky lost a yard.
Energy, kind of a factor there early on in the jamboree, or the lack thereof. Kind of the same story here, and now looky here. Trickery formation for the Bison. They overload the left side with an extra lineman. Snap goes to Swanky. He takes it to the overload side. Great play, and I think it was Carter Mayhem who wrapped up Swanky for no gain. You see the entire Buffalo team, it looked like, motion over and tried to overload the top side of the field, and they direct snapped it to Swanky, tried to take it that way. Ava ready for it. Great play, Carter Mayhem filling the gap.
Giving him a tackle for a loss on that play. 2 consecutive plays where Buffalo lost yardage.
Great Southern Bank scoring update. Our first one, Mountain Grove 13, Fairgrove 0. In a battle of the Groves there. A lot of attention on it. Punting for the Bison. Grady Goss is going to watch it bounce, and Ava will take over near midfield next. Our score here early second quarter, Bison 7, Bears 3.
It's J&L Tire, the folks that want to be your tire provider here in Cause Country. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Open on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2.
This is Jason at J&L Tire. If you need new and used tires, come see us and check out our prices. Different brands, different sizes. We got you covered at J&L Tire.
683-1551. 683-1551 for J&L Tire, located on the south side of town off South Jefferson.
It's 5 Girls and a Chainsaw, LLC, your locally owned tree trimming and removal service. Do you have limbs down in your yard from storm damage? Well, we can help. We're fully insured, and there is no job that's too large or small. Give Billy a call at 683-0704, 417-683-0704. 5 Girls and a Chainsaw, LLC.
Shout-outs to Grady Goss and Jeremiah Browning and the rest of the football team from 5 Girls and a Chainsaw.
Ava Bears on offense, and Doc Hall, much better effort from the Bears defensively there.
Those are the defensive Bears that we've grown used to. The Bears that gave up 12 points a game, shut them out after 3 plays, negative yards the whole way to Buffalo last night.
Let's see if Ava can put 6 on the scoreboard this drive instead of 3. We got 9:37 here in the second. Dive play to Adams. Adams lowers the shoulder, crosses the 50, and up to about the 48-yard line of Buffalo. Well, I'm a little rusty. I've outside the 52-yard line here. Getting the X's and O's and the terminology down. First game of the season. Glad you're with us on Cause Radio. We've got Monica Korn back in the studio running the ball game. Cooper, hopefully not crunched over somewhere, listening, tuned in. Had a stomach issue over the last couple of days. Perfect timing for when I had my little getaway to Kansas City for 34 hours. Here's Stout, counterplay. Grady Goss, his first touch. Very patient run and gets loose into the second and third level, down at about the 25, and there's some fire from the sideline and the stands. Boy, I look down, Doc Hall, lots of blue and gold. It's been kind of a late arriving crowd, but blue and gold Ava Nation well represented here.
The Bears definitely traveled for this game.
Very patient run by Goss. Let some blockers get in front of him a little bit. Some good reads off of those. I think that's the biggest play of the night so far.
About 23 yards for Grady on that carry.
Another counter play. They give it to Goss again, and I like, almost dare I say, Le'Veon Bell-like, who just kind of waits and picks his spot. Then when he crosses the line of scrimmage, hits into another gear.
Pittsburgh, Le'Veon Bell.
That's the one. Yes, yes, not the Jets or Chiefs version. For the few out there that got that reference. This is 8:12 left in the second quarter, 2nd down and 4. Tyler Watterson, Dr. Glenn Hall here. We gave him a raise. We said we're taking you out of the pregame, putting you in game here for us.
Put me in, Coach.
Out under center. One back behind him. Man in motion. Goss goes, tries to get a block, and Hunter Adams. And, boy, Grady Goss right there was looking to give someone a tattoo of his shoulder pad.
Stout had that ball at the end. He kept it.
Fooled me.
Yeah.
Grady Goss was looking to kick out a defensive end out of Dallas County on that play.
5 yards and a first down.
Move the chains again. We are into the red zone. Ball at the 14-yard line. Ava going right to left here on your radio dial. Bunch it in tight with the receivers. Hunter Hall comes down along the line of scrimmage. Oh, South Bob a little bit again, hands it to Adams. And I watched a lot of training camp, watched some of the Evangel stuff with that drone aerial footage that they had. Was there at the soap scrimmage, fish fry. Center quarterback exchanges, not a problem in any of those. So first game jitters, perhaps.
That's our third exchange. It's not gone perfect. That one we didn't put on the ground, though, but a little bit of a bobble.
Not been very smooth.
Gave Hunter a yard on that play.
We are under 7 minutes here in the second quarter. This is Ava's second touch of the football. Bunch it in again on the formation here in the flex bone. Stout will keep it. Nice read along the side. He gets through the 5. Spins close to the goal line. Mark him down around the 2. And Ashton Stout getting more and more comfortable here. That a great read. Gets a great block from Adams and Hunter Hall. Springing him down low. I see Evans and Snelson down there. Luke Little. And by the way, I am digging the new helmet decal stuff here.
I love the number on the side. That's a nice touch.
And got the Bears wrote out on the other. Little pizzazz.
Yeah, no, it looks sharp. Very clean with the white outlines around everything.
We're very big on fashion here on Cause Radio. 6:15 left, second quarter. There you go. And all sorts of movement, and it's got to be on the Bears because I think I've seen 3 or 4 of those slick yellow helmets move early.
All-star.
First and goal from the 2 is going to get marked back. First and goal from about the 7. It's a short 8, long 7. As Kent Stamper would say, I believe 7.5.
7.5.
So ball marked just outside of the 7-yard line. Ava with it, first and goal here. Going to keep this kind of bunch formation here in the flex bone with the receivers down low. Hunter Hall, the only back in the backfield. Stout under center, and boy, looks like Adams got an early start that time. Isle moves forward a little bit, gets inside the 5, close to the 4.
About a 3-yard carry.
Fair criticism to say right now that just don't look very in sync.
It is early, though. First game of the year.
Now, this is the type of problems that if they're going to happen in the first quarters of the football season.
Right. This is a non-conference, non-district opponent.
Second down and goal. Ball at the 4. Dixon goes in motion. Going to pitch it to him up top. He's got wheels. Breaks it to the outside. Looking for the pylon. That is our first touchdown of the year for your AVA Bears.
About that. 4-yard scamper to the end zone.
Now that is some of the speed and elusiveness you've heard a lot of folks talking about coming out of the training camps this summer of what Ryland Dixon can do with a football in his hands, because he had a D lineman right near his face mask in the backfield as soon as he touched it.
I've heard about Dixon on JV for the past couple of years, so I was excited to see what he could do on the varsity squad this year, more of a featured role.
This comes, and of course, last year you have Skiles, you have Blaine Mendel, Richards, Adams. Hard to find a spot out there when you've got those dudes in front of you, but here in his junior season. He is ready. Blakely for the extra point. It is good. 5:11 left in the second quarter. Bears now on top, 10-7.
Sports season means traveling home and away, town to town, ball game to ball game. And your one-stop shop for all your gasoline, diesel, and convenience store needs is Signal. Whether you need a quick snack, bite to eat, or to fuel up, Signal is the place to go. Make sure you have your Signal Rewards card with you and earn rewards for purchases that you are going to make anyway. That's Signal Food Stores, Scribner Oil, proud to support local athletics.
As we travel along this road called life, we can pick up bags at every stop. Many times these bags are unnecessary and just add additional weight to us. They slow our progress and hinder our journey. Is this you? Is it someone you know? You can carry things for so long that you get used to the additional weight and adapt, but that is not God's best. That is not his plan for you. God's desire is for you to be free to run your race in life with swiftness so that you can fulfill your purpose. So get ready. Join us at Ava Assembly of God this Sunday as we dive in to learn how to drop the baggage.
Couple of great Southern Bank scoring updates for you. Got Liberty trailing Stratford 7-0, and have Mountain Grove leading Fairgrove 13-0 there towards the end of the first. Glad you're with us on Cause Radio, watching the students cheer right now at cdhmedia.net.
They are fired up after that touchdown.
That kind of woke everybody back up into this. And it started there at the defense. You force a 3-and-out where I think they gained a total of -1 yards.
That's right.
Get the ball back, move down the field. And the length of that drive, Doc Hall.
We went 54 yards in 7 plays. So pretty great drive for the Bears. Burned up a little over 4 minutes of clock time.
Blakely this time kicks it right down the middle. Fielded, dropped on the ground. Picks it up at the 10. Bears in pursuit and a tackle and knocked down. They're right around the 15-yard line. Buffalo ball next, 1st and 10. Ava leads 10-7.
Missouri Ozarks Community Health Clinic in Ava is pleased to welcome Dr. Anna Bowden as a dentist in the Ava Clinic. Dr. Bowden available to see patients in the Ava Dental Clinic Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday from 8 until 5 o'clock. Call us at the clinic and make an appointment with Dr. Anna Bowden, our new dentist at Missouri Ozarks Community Health. Our clinic phone number, 417-683-5739. Here we go, Swanky. This time he will pass. First time today, and they got it. Busted coverage. Goss will wrestle him down in Ava territory at about the 43. And that play Doc Hall set up because it looked like another quarterback sweep. This one going to the right side, and then he steps a couple steps back and lets it fly right down the seam to the backside, tied in there, I think. Stephen Cox. And got us right down the seam. And that's good play design there by Buffalo.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, it was, yeah. That's a big pass plays. They're across midfield now.
Buffalo now marching quickly. Now, this has not been a game where there's been many chunk plays in it. That's really the second one. Swanky, this time corralled by the Bears defense and drove back. I see Hunter Adams there, in on the stop, and coming out of the pile, it looks like is Breeding for the Bears. Small game on that one, and it's 2nd down and 8. Buffalo 1st and 10. Ball placed on the 40-yard line, and we've got 4 minutes left here before halftime. Remember, Ava winning the coin toss and deferring. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Have a 3-point lead now. Direct slap to Meady, and he has a little bit of a crease there before he's tackled by Mayhem and Dixon.
5-yard run there.
Going to make it 3rd down and short. Early observation, aside from the last possession, most of Buffalo's 3rd downs have been very manageable in that 5 to 3 yard to gain area. The one time the Bears had them 3rd and long, it was 3rd and 11, got off the field. This time 3rd and 4. You got to figure 4-down territory here for the Bison. Ball at the 36-yard line, under 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Snap back to Swanky. Counter play goes to Phillips. Phillips, Mayhem got him.
Oh, great play back
Wrestles
there.
him down. Carter Mayhem.
They were not fooling him on that run.
Good job scraping quickly to the outside there, making the tackle. And it's 4th down and 4. So Buffalo, what do you do? Ball at the 36-yard line. Now you're late in the game. If there's only 2:46 left, you might consider the old coffin corner or something and try to pin him back. But here,
Go for it.
still early, second quarter, but kind of in that 4-minute offense right now. 4th down, big play in the game. Snap back to Swanky. They're going for the pass play again. They throw it in the flat. Great job defending the pass. Ryland Dixon. Turnover on downs. Ava will have it next. 2:23 to go before halftime. Bears 10, Bison 7.
It's the Central Ozark Stockyards, located just 8 miles south of Ava off of Highway 5. We hope you're having a great weekend, and we hope to see you Mondays at the sale barn. Sale beginning every Monday at 11 a.m. For questions, consignments, or to schedule a farm visit, please call Marty, 417-274-7719, or Andy at 417-280-0755. Central Ozark Stockyards, sales every Monday, proud to support the Ava Bears.
Can you talk that fast, auctioneer style?
I cannot. Not gifted like that.
Here we go, Ava with the ball. It's Hunter Adams, and that may be his biggest run of the night. It's been tough sledding for the young sophomore sensation, as he will have, I think, his biggest run of the night there for about 7. At the 2-minute mark now, here before halftime, Bears 10, Bison 7. Snap to Stout. He'll give it to Goss. Goss cuts to the field, and Grady Goss has room. Crossed the 40 and tackled at the 45-yard line. Now, Grady Goss, limited touches, but he's making the most of them.
He got all the way to the 35-yard line on that one.
It's that tall grass. Hard to see. I tell you, of course, I walk the field before every game just because I want to see kind of what the conditions are. It's kind of a little hidden secret, if you will, that the grass seems to be very tall here a lot. And boy, is it. Here's Stout on the quarterback keeper this time, and a late flag comes in. And you hope it's not on the Bears here. And not sure what it would be, unless the referee was struggling trying to get that yellow hanky out. It looks like an illegal shift, illegal motion called on the Bears. So that's kind of a pre-snap penalty. Just must have had trouble. It's the first game for everybody.
Right. It's our second penalty of the game. How much will this back us up?
Should be a 5-yarder. So go from the 35 to just outside the 40. Bears are in Bison territory. Got a minute and 38 on the clock and all 3 timeouts. So you got the playbook still fully open and available here. Clock starts on the whistle. Stout under center. Bunch it up tight. A-back in motion is Goss. Give it to Adams. Adams, look at him, hurdle him in. And he's still on his feet. Carrying Buffalo. Bison down inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. And the first time we've got to see those long legs stretch out a little bit of Hunter Adams, hurdling defenders and carrying them down inside the red zone.
25 on that?
That'll do. So again, what did you say earlier in the first quarter? Those plays that are 2 and 3 yards early start to wear a team down.
That's right. When big Hunter Adams is hitting you consistently in the first quarter, you're going to feel it as the game goes along.
1st and 10, under a minute now here. Still plenty of time. Boy Stout busted play. That one, somebody or multiple people went the wrong way right there because there was no one to hand the ball to. Linemen crisscrossing each other. Timeout on the field. We'll give ourselves amnesia from that one. 48 seconds left before halftime. Bears are driving 10-7. They lead.
Jacob Tidwell of Tidwell Tree Service is proud to support the Ava Bears. And if you need tree work of any kind over the fall and winter seasons, Tidwell Tree Service is here to serve you. fully insured, professional work in a timely manner. Call Jacob Tidwell today at 543-4874. That's 543-4874. And a special shout out to Tyson Tidwell from Jacob and the crew at Tidwell Tree Service.
Hey, Ava Bear fans, this is Trish Watterson with Show Me Real Estate. The market has been changing. It's very important that you have local experts who know the market trends and can help you guide you through the buying and selling process. Visit either our Show Me Real Estate locations in Ava or in Mansfield, and one of our team members would be happy to help you along your buying or selling journey. Like us on Facebook and stay up to date with our new properties hitting the market in your area. That's Show Me Real Estate, serving the entire Southwest Missouri area.
It is a muggy night.
It is, especially in this booth.
Yeah, there is no AC up here. I'm sweating through my shirt. I don't know about you.
Wow. 15 yards to the end zone, 48 seconds to go.
It'll be Stout under center. A busted play there on 1st and 10. And they've had a couple of busted plays inside the red zone of this game. This time give it to Hunter Adams, and boy, bounced off the first initial contact. And it's actually Stout on the keeper. Boy, they fooled me again.
Got me on that one.
Oh, that breeze. The sweet nectar of Mother Nature here, giving us a little relief in this hot box here on the east side of the Buffalo field. Under 30 seconds, 3rd and 5, and it'll be a counter play to Goss. Goss cuts it up and gets upended just short of the line to gain, and Ava calls a quick timeout. Decision time for Coach Merrifield up next. 16 seconds left before the half. Ava leads 10-7.
Free checking with an instant debit card and full-service mobile app? That's what you get at Progressive Ozark Bank, Mansfield's locally owned community bank. Free checking that's really free, a debit card the same day, and industry-leading online and mobile banking with free mobile deposit. Open your free Progressive Ozark Bank account at the Mansfield branch or go online to progressiveozarkbank.com on your phone or computer. Progressive Ozark Bank, where people matter, here to stay. FDIC insured equal housing lender.
At Fish Logging, our number one goal is to please our landowners and to sell your trees at top dollar. We only cut timber that is ready to be harvested. We believe in timber management and creating a healthy forest for you and your wildlife. We have the best oak and walnut buyer connections around, and we give free estimates too. Give Heston a call today at 417-543-0506. Fish Logging.
Decision time. Looks like the offense out on the field. Doc Hall, 4th and 2 at the 8-yard line. Now, Hunter Hall, this is as wide as I've seen him split out all game.
Yes. Decoy or meaningful?
Do we have an indicator here? Now we've got a whistle and a timeout. And they're going to reset the play clock. That's what's going on. So play clock did not start on the referee's whistle. I've seen enough at Arrowhead to know what that motion right there from the head ump means.
Right.
Now the play clock will get reset 25 seconds, and Stout get his hands dried off here for this big 4th down play. Can still get a 1st down before touchdown. And now Buffalo coach Phillip sees the alignment. He'll call a timeout. So we got a chess match here going on.
Everybody worried about strategy. It's a crucial moment of the game, though, right before halftime, because Ava gets the ball back.
Big play next. 16 seconds left. 4th and 2 coming up. Timeout on the field. Our score, Ava 10, Buffalo 7.
At MS Propane, we're trying to save our customers as much money as we possibly can. And if you paid more than $1.50 per gallon last winter, then you might have paid too much. Call our Ava office today at 683-5300 to compare and see how much money you can save with MS Propane on our Build a Budget program. That's 683-5300 for MS Propane, heating the way.
Ava looks like here will come out in the same formation.
Hunter Adams back deep.
Got an extra blocker out there as well in Breeding. So Ava, they'll do this sometimes. Instead of putting a tight end, a traditional one out there, Throwing extra linemen out there. Couple of A-backs. 4th and 2. Man in motion. Goss will give it to Adam. Wow. Untouched. Into the end zone. Touchdown, AVA.
How about that? So right now we're on a 16 unanswered point run. The Ava Bears are. 11 seconds to go in the half.
So to answer your question, a decoy there. Try to get yourself get some extra attention down there at the bottom.
Well, it worked because nobody touched him on the way to the end zone.
Big lane for Hunter Adams to run through that time. 8 yards, I believe.
He's a special young man.
Coming with 11.8 seconds left.
Likely on for the extra point.
Nice job by the holder, Ashton Stout, and the foot of Blakely. Ava scored 17 unanswered. 11 seconds before half. Bears lead 17-7.
A funeral service is for someone you love and to honor their life. And yes, it is for those who remain. I'm Tony Clinking Bear Van Dyne, and at Clinking Bear Funeral Home, we spent over 100 years serving your family with care. Our qualified and experienced staff will offer you compassionate and professional service in your time of need.
A century of service, one family, 4 generations, and just one phone call can provide you the answers so much needed. 683-4115. One of the best places to work, working with the edge of technology folks at Emerson Climate Technologies, the Ava plant. Great wages, benefits, work environment, and always pushing the edge of technologies, just like the Ava Bears, pushing the edge of victories. Emerson Climate Technologies. When you're finished with your high school career, come to work with us at Emerson Climate Technologies.
I know a bunch of people in there at Emerson. Whenever they get on break, they're pulling the phone up, trying to get scores, trying to listen live for a little bit. And Ava much better here in the second quarter, where they've scored all 17 here in the second. Blakely, a high poocher. Fielded at the 25. This is Phillips. He'll reverse field. There's a lane open. Phillips still on his feet. He'll cross midfield. Phillips could go. Doc Hall sees a flag down on the field.
Back before midfield.
And I tell you what, that's a big penalty potentially there on Buffalo, because the Bison could have had a last Hail Mary play or long field goal attempt there with 1 second left.
Quite the return, but may have been helped by a foul.
Boy, give Phillips credit reversing field that quick. Pooch punt went kind of short left and completely changes direction and goes up the left side.
When he fielded that ball, I did not expect a return of that quality.
That was just a good individual effort there, and backside contain area. That's why you always got to do your job and responsibility, because you never know. Stay in your lanes, as you'll hear any special team coach say.
A penalty results in, about a 30-yard difference in field position for them?
Huge penalty there on the Bison. He races a big return, and now we'll see if Buffalo just going to knee it out here and go into the locker room. Buffalo bunch formation. Bears defense much more solid here. The snap goes to Meady. Tackle made at the 45. Let's go to the locker room. Ava Bears take control here in the second. We're at the halftime break. It's Ava 17, Bison 7.
Hi, this is Colton Ritter from Town & Country Bank. We don't just have branches, we have roots. Roots that run deep throughout the communities we serve. That is why so many people continue to trust us for all their mortgage needs. So, whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or finally ready for that cabin on the lake, we'll be your partners from the dreaming to the dotted line. Contact your local Town & Country Bank lender and start living your dream. Town & Country Bank, smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 2129413.
We're proud of our kids, our teachers, our bus drivers, all those involved on the Ava School campus. The Ava School system, doing our best to teach our young people what they'll need in life, and at the same time encouraging them to do the right thing. The Ava Schools, saluting the Ava Bears in all sporting and academic activities.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, and that place is State Farm. Here's the deal. State Farm agent David Cody is your go-to agent in Cause Country for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm agent David Cody has you covered. Call 683-4141 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Barrett at Tammy Barrett Realty. And if you're getting ready to sell your home or buy a home, please give us a call. We would love to help you at any time. Or even if you're just wanting information about the whole loan process, we can help you with that also. Our number is 417-349-1981. Thank you.
Whether it's personal injury, car accidents, criminal defense, and no matter if the case is large or small, Christopher J. Swaddish, attorney at law, would be honored to represent you. You can visit with the Ava office, 200 East Washington, or you can call 683-2987, or even visit the website, www.swaddish.com.
It's Jim's Body Shop of Ava, the name you know and the people you can trust when it comes to auto body repair services. Have you locked your keys in the car? Or maybe you need a tow? Well, we've got you covered anytime, day or night. Give us a call at 683-4609. It's Jim's Body Shop of Ava. We're there when you need us, and we're proud to support the Ava Bears.
3 claps for the game tonight. It's time for Friday Night Live. Hey everyone, it's your girl, Mindy Johnson, manager of Curtis Department Store. We want to wish the Ava Bears football team and coaching staff a great season. We not only support the boys of fall, but their entire family when it comes to providing the best boots, bibs, shoes, and apparel. We are conveniently located next to Dollar General, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 3. Curtis Department Store. It's where you get the good stuff. Let's go Bears.
Show me a sharper dressed guy here at the football game than Michael Roy. I'll bet you got that at Curtis Department Store.
Probably so. Looking great, though.
Our sponsor of the halftime show report. Right now, Bears a much better second quarter than the first. Kind of withstood a little early momentum there, and I kind of said it there after the first score. Felt like we just kind of got smacked in the mouth. But the defense has settled down, and the offense starting to sustain drives here, Doc All.
Yes, I mean, when you look at that second quarter, 17 unanswered from our Bears, and like you said, Buffalo had the long, sustained drive to start, and then they had the other drive with the big 43-yard pass. So other than that, it's been fairly quiet for those guys.
Defense has settled in. We will get you some individual numbers here next. You're listening to Cause Radio, watching it on TDH Media. It's the Curtis Department Store's halftime show.
3 claps for the game tonight. It's time for Friday Night Live. Hey everyone, it's your girl, Mindy Johnson, manager of Curtis Department Store. We want to wish the Ava Bears football team and coaching staff a great season. We not only support the boys of fall, but their entire family when it comes to providing the best boots, bibs, shoes, and apparel. We are conveniently located next to Dollar General, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturday, 9 to 3. Curtis Department Store. It's where you get the good stuff. Let's go Bears.
With COVID-19 still here and flu season approaching, the Douglas County Health Department wants you to know we are offering the flu vaccine and also the COVID-19 vaccine for free by appointment while supplies last. Call us at 417-683-4174. That's 683-4174 to schedule an appointment. And remember, we have other services too, such as getting birth certificates, water sample kits, blood pressure and body mass index readings, WIC, and help with quitting tobacco. Douglas County Health Department, proud supporters of the Ava Bears.
Accounting for, keeping track of. Good descriptions for Paul Wade at Paul Wade and Associates of Ava. Paul Wade and Associates of Ava, your certified public accounting. Great bookkeeping, great accounting, great advice, and a great fan. That's Paul Wade and Associates, Phone number 417-683-2319. That's 417-683-2319. In Ava, Missouri. Hard to find bigger Ava Bear football fans than Doug Miller and the crew at Miller Lawn Service. Miller Lawn Service, providing the people of Cause Country with lawn care, lawn maintenance, and in the wintertime, snow removal, de-icing, and more. Call Doug today at 543-2294. That's 417-543-2294 for Miller Lawn Service. Let us take care of your lawn.
Hello, Bear fans. This is Blake Miller at Stockman's Bank. Stockman's Bank proudly offers a full range of deposit and loan products to support both consumer and commercial needs. And whether you're at home or at the ballgame cheering on the Bears, you can check updates and activity on your checking or savings account with our Stockman's Bank mobile app. Take your balance information with you wherever you go. Stockman's Bank, proud past, exciting future, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
The best selection of appliances and home furnishings. It's Long Dollar Furniture and Appliances. Great prices on top brands. Long Dollar Furniture Appliance, whether it's your kitchen, laundry room, bedroom, living room, Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance, 683-3424. That's 683-3424, Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance.
We are here at halftime from Buffalo, Missouri. Ava Bears 17 and the Bison 7. Doc Hall, got some numbers for us.
I do. Parents and grandparents, if you think your kid has more, you're probably right. These are unofficial stats. I am no Larry Sylvia or Greg Davis. We're just doing our best up here. Hunter Adams, 58 yards, of course, has the touchdown. Rylan Dixon, 27 yards and a touchdown. Grady Goff, he had a couple of great runs there. He has 58 yards as well. Ashton Stout, 33 yards. Of course, we did have the pass play, if you remember. Stout to Dixon for 5 yards. That's kind of the Ava offense so far. Buffalo, Meade has carried the ball quite a bit. He has 35 yards for them. Schwenke, same deal. He's only got 30 yards. Phillips has 5 on 4 attempts. He's struggling to get going, but they did have the big pass play from Schwenke to Cox for 43 yards.
You feel like most of that offense, with the exception of the pass play, coming there in the opening quarter. So, Ava defense has settled in, gotten a lot more physical, and they're really just the energy picked up quite a bit. You know, we kind of talked about them maybe not being in sync, a couple of fumbled snaps and such, but much better effort, much better execution there in quarter number 2.
You definitely, maybe some early game jitters, but they really look like they've settled down and they are hitting hard on the defensive side of the ball.
Scoring plays in the game in the first quarter. It was Buffalo getting it started, a Brett Schwenke run that made it a 7-0 Buffalo lead. Our first point, and I think Cooper texted us this,
right.
When is the last time in Ava football history that your first score of the year was a 30-plus yard field goal?
Maybe a sign of good things to come.
Have to ask Coach Sylvie that one. Then Dixon getting us our first touchdown of the year, a 4-yard run, making it 10-7. And then Hunter Adams there right before half, 11 seconds left, an 8-yard run gives us our score of 17-7. You are listening to the Curtis Department Store Halftime Show here on Cause Radio and TDHmedia.net. Again, our score, Bison 7, your Ava Bears 17.
One of the reasons a 401k can be such a good retirement savings vehicle is due to employer matching funds. However, a problem for 401ks can be their limited investment options. When a 401k is rolled into an IRA, the world of investment options open up. If you're 59 and a half, have recently lost or changed your job, you can possibly roll your 401k over into an actively managed IRA that can give you a wider range of investment options that fit you. Call us today. We can help.
Bank of the Ozarks, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, some scores that we are tracking around the area. There's a couple games that have a lot of interest, AvaBearNation.com.
Absolutely. The Battle of the Groves. Of course, we do have the Seeger kid who used to be at Ava playing for Fair Grove. Mountain Grove conference opponent, district opponent, and they are up 20-6 right now on Fair Grove.
Yeah, and then you heard Coach Merrifield talking about the coach's show. You know, had a young sophomore, was tailoring a lot of offense around, and of course we wish them all the best at Fair Grove, especially tonight. Wouldn't mind if they picked up a W there against Mountain Grove. But right now it is the Grove 20-6, as you said. Another game, and very important. You're looking at the game opponents that we're going to see here in 2 out of the next 3 weeks.
Right. That's right. And both district opponents. Did I see that correct today?
I believe so. Yes, that district. That's talk of much around. We're talking, of course, of Liberty and Stratford. Last we've seen, that's week 1. These scores are rolling in pretty slow, but had Stratford 7, Liberty 0, and that's a Stratford team that we'll see next week at their place. You know, Coach Hester always has a good team, competitive team. And then Kabul against Harrisburg. Where's Harrisburg?
I don't know, but they are beating Kabul 8-0 right now.
So they're tough one for the SC on that one. Thayer against the Lynn JV. I believe Dr. Valentine had a Thayer by 1,000. Right now,
he's close.
Little short. 20-0 right there. St. James leading Salem 14-0. And then Houston against, what was it you called it, the Apple Juice team?
The Apple Juice team, Orchard Farm. I don't believe we could find a score for that one.
Where in the world is Orchard Farm? Where are these SCA teams finding these opponents? This is like going to Humboldt, Kansas or something. I don't know. Those are scoring updates brought to you by Great Southern Bank. You got fireworks going off here at halftime. Duck and cover. Our score here at the half. Second half up next. It is Ava 17, Bison 7.
Travis Smith is our state representative. And Travis Smith, old football coach himself, is very proud of the Ava Bears and all of the Ava athletes. Your state representative of the 155th, Travis Smith, saluting the Ava Bear football team, volleyball squad, all the kids at Ava High School. A salute from State Representative Travis Smith.
As we travel along this road called life, we can pick up bags at every stop. Many times these bags are unnecessary and just add additional weight to us. They slow our progress and hinder our journey. Is this you? Is it someone you know? You can carry things for so long that you get used to the additional weight and adapt, but that is not God's best. That is not his plan for you. God's desire is for you to be free to run your race in life with swiftness so that you can fulfill your purpose. So get ready. Join us at Ava Assembly of God this Sunday as we dive in to learn how to drop the baggage.
If you're looking for ways to save, we've got discounts every day.
Extra large green seedless grapes, $1.48 per pound. Town and Country Supermarket in Ava, Missouri, with Best Choice red or golden potatoes, $2.98 for 5-pound bags. Town and Country with Flora bath tissue or paper towels, $6.99. Town and Country, Ava, Missouri.
We've got discounts every day.
Hello, football fans.
Dan here at the Healthcare Enrollment Center in Ava. Proud of our community and young people, especially the athletes, the cheerleaders, the band, and everyone involved behind the scenes. We're happy to provide affordable coverage on the marketplace for individuals and families, and also Medicare for age 65 and older. Just give us a call at 683-1035. That's 683-1035. Go Bears!
The stout team of Keller Williams Realty is proud to support local athletics and would love to help you find your forever home. For us, real estate is more than a business. It's personal. That's what drives us to provide an exceptional experience to anyone who walks through our doors. And we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you are looking to stay in Cause Country or beyond, Bob and Roxanne will always listen to what you want in a home. Give them a call at 417-883-4900.
At Fish Logging, our #1 goal is to please our landowners and to sell your trees at top dollar. We only cut timber that is ready to be harvested. We believe in timber management and creating a healthy forest for you and your wildlife. We have the best oak and walnut buyer connections around, and we give free estimates too. Give Heston a call today at 417-543-0506. Fish Logging.
Mill Country Title. Cheering on the Ava Bears, and if you're buying or selling or refinancing, we're providing title insurance and closing needs for our friends and neighbors in the Ozarks. Our offices are located in Ava, Gainesville, and in West Plains. You can give us a call at 683-1907 for Mill Country Title. Proud to cheer on the Ava Bears.
All right. Now, we mentioned that new district alignment. That news just came over the Misha Twitter spheres and whatnot today, and there was a lot of debate. Would Ava stay Class 2 or go to Class 3? We have our answer now.
Yeah, Ava is going to remain in Class 2, but Mountain Grove is coming back down to Class 2, basically the SCAR district, with Ava, Houston, Mountain View, Grove, Willow Springs, but we did throw in Stratford and Donovan. Those boys are going to be traveling to play District Hall.
Let me tell you, that's a lot of highway on Highway 60 there from, that is the far east of this district going on right there. Of course, next week, week 2, Ava Bears on the road to Stratford. It's just a very unique district because you've got how many opponents that you could possibly see twice this season.
We talk about how hard it is to beat somebody multiple times in the game of football.
And Mountain Grove being in there, woof, lock the doors. Oh. Here's an onside kick from Buffalo, and it looks like Ava there to recover it. Johnny on the spot. Luke Little does a great job coming up, one of the up men there. And got to feel good for the left tackle and defensive end right there, getting his big paws on the football. You don't get to touch it much, Dr. Hall, as a lineman.
How does it feel as a lineman when you finally get to touch the ball?
I tell you, it's euphoric. It's hard to put in the words. It's something you always dreamed about. But you were told you're too big, Billy Bob. 11:59 on the clock, just getting started here in quarter number 3.
Great field position here.
Yes, let's see if they can take advantage. Here is Stout on the quarterback keeper, goes around the right end, and minimal gain, but a positive one there for the Bears. How about that? Week 1 and both halves start with an onside kick.
All right, monkey see, monkey do. Didn't work out either time, though.
Second down and 7. We are in the third quarter. Ava up 17-7, all 17 coming in that second quarter. Stout under center. Bunch it in tight. Stout back to pass. 3-step drop. Flings it, and very fortunate that the ball underthrown severely on that time, but it looks like we were trying to get it down the middle on a post pattern to Braden Thorburn.
That was going to be a deep one, but it was short, and fortunately short, as you said. The defender could not get back around to it.
So Ava there trying to turn the football loose on the second down and 7. I like it. But now it's 3rd and 7. Ava's kind of kept with those wide receivers bunched in a lot tonight. Haven't spread them out very much. Man in motion is Goss. It will be Stout on the keeper. And had a triple option potential there with Goss at the bottom side of the field. And decision time for Coach Merrifield.
About a 3-yard run there by Stout.
Hunter Hall comes off. The extra lineman comes off. Throw in another A-back that time with Tidwell. And we will see. Are the Bears punting? The Bears going. The ball's at the 45-yard line of Buffalo. And it would look like a punting formation here. And I believe, is that Hunter Adams back?
He's back deep to punt this ball, we would think.
Snap goes to Adams. He's angling. Is he going to try to run for it? He is. Gets a nice block. Hunter Adams, first down at the 36-yard line. And I've talked with the coaches about this so much on that punt stuff. They trust their guy back there. If they see a lane and can move and think they can get it, let him go get it. And, boy, Hunter Adams, you give him a 10-yard running head start, it's going to be hard to bring that guy down short of a first down.
He read that well because he picked up 9 on that carry.
1st and 10 with the 4th and 7 pickup there. Counter play, and it looks like it's going to be Tidwell for his first carry of the evening.
3 for Tidwell on that carry.
Okay, that was Goss. My bad. Jumped the gun on you, Doc Hall.
All right.
And right now those guys up front, Matthew Lakey, Brant Snelson, Carter Mayhem, Luke Little, Keegan Evans, trying to get a push here in the second half because this is where you want your big fellas to take the game over.
That's right.
9:45 on the clock. And
Reality really got some play in the second half.
Absolutely. Here is Stout. Pitchman had nowhere to go and wrapped up deep for a loss. And a busted play, it almost looks like there, because it looks like Stout and the A-backs with a little bit of confusion about who was supposed to be where. Big loss on the play, and it's going to be 3rd and 13. And this is not a manageable distance, or not a favorable one. You don't want to have to go in to the 3rd and 13 playbook here on week 1. Coach might be forced to. And he's telling the guys to hurry up. Play clock is down at 5. You don't want to burn a timeout here. Play clock at 2. Stout, not going to get the, well, they're going to say that he does, and Hunter Adams continues to turn the legs forward. Gets down to about the 33. Boy, that play clock looked like it set at 0 for an extra second or 2.
We'll take the benefit of the doubt, though.
Now, if you were listening to any of our Cause Radio training camp reports, Jeremiah Blakely said that in practice, not against the rush, just against air, put one in from close to 60.
Pretty impressive. 4th and 6.
Ava will keep the offense on the field. It is Dixon on the jet sweep. Buffalo got some pursuit in there, but Dixon's got the corner. He's loose. It's going to be 10. Touchdown, ABA. Dixon on 4th and 6 from 33 yards out. And the Bears completely seize momentum of this football game. Boy, talk about tight roping on the sideline, Doc Hall. Gets met in the backfield by Meady. Stiff arms him down. Shakes another tackle. Stays on his feet and in bounds. I've got about 4 or 5 broken tackles right there from Ryland Dixon.
33 yards on that scamper to the end zone. You said this man was electric, and that was certainly electrifying the crowd.
That is his 2nd touchdown on the night. On 4th down. Extra point is up. It is good. 7:58 left in the 3rd quarter. Bears have taken control. They lead 24-7.
It's 5 Girls and a Chainsaw, LLC, your locally owned tree trimming and removal service. Do you have limbs down in your yard from storm damage? Well, we can help. We're fully insured, and there is no job that's too large or small. Give Billy a call at 683-0704, 417-683-0704. 5 Girls and a Chainsaw, LLC.
Shout-outs to Grady Goss and Jeremiah Browning and the rest of the football team from 5 Girls and a Chainsaw.
Heating and cooling problems? This summer is a bad time to have problems with your air unit. Call Greg Cantwell at ProServe's Heating and Cooling. Greg has over 40 years of experience and can handle all of your HVAC needs. Licensed and insured, free estimates, and serving the people of Cause Country. Give Greg a call at 417-989-9167. That's 417-989-9167 for Greg Cantwell of ProServe Heating and Cooling, your problem solver for all of your HVAC needs.
Doc Hall, when you defer to the second half, what do you want to do?
You want to come right back and punch one in the end zone. That's exactly what the Bears did on that 33-yard run.
So since Buffalo has really, truly had an offensive possession last, the game was 10-7. Avis put a touchdown on the scoreboard right before halftime, and here to start the third quarter, Swanky catches it with a full head of steam.
Wow.
Special teams have been a little rough as Swanky will return it out to midfield. If you remember early in last season, special teams, we did give up some big kick-off returns and gave one there to one of the fastest dudes in southwest Missouri, and Brett Schwanke.
Start him off at midfield. That's back-to-back kickoff returns by Buffalo. If that penalty hadn't been in.
Yes. Ryland Dixon electrifying the crowd there with a 33-yard touchdown run with a 4th and 6. And Buffalo, this is really, truly their first possession since it was a 10-7 ball game.
They are trying to stop the bleeding. Been 24 unanswered points from the Bears.
Well, the flesh wound is open. Here's a direct snap to Swanky. Looked like Luke Little was there, and Carter Mayhem.
4 yards for Swanky on the carry.
I see Tyson Tidwell coming up out of the pile. And Hunter Adams, Keegan Evans. We'll just name them all to make sure we at least get one of them right. They are on the defensive play. We are under 7.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Ava scoring right before the half and then out of the locker room to get the ball in the second half. 14 points right there. And Buffalo went from leading 7-0 to now trailing 24-7. Swanky gets hit there by Tidwell, and then Little and Evans will drag him down behind the line.
Give Swanky a yard on the carry. That's up a third down.
3rd and 6. Ball on, I believe, the 45-yard line of the Ava Bears. Buffalo going left to right here.
For the sake of momentum, if you're Buffalo, you need this.
Yeah, if you're a Buffalo fan, you went from high energy, place was bumping, up 7-0, and now you're looking down 24-7. Direct snap, now going to be a counter play. Up top, Phillips, and Phillips tackled there by Hunter Adams. Good open field tackle by Hunter, because Meade cut it up, and it was pretty much one-on-one right there in the open field, and Adams wrestles him to the ground. Going to be 4th down and 5 now here, Doc Hall, and I don't want to say anything too early in the game, but let's just call it a huge play here for both teams.
But even if Buffalo doesn't pick this up, it's important to keep listening. The game's not over.
Oh, plenty of game.
That's right.
Plenty of game.
Plenty of game left here. But for the sake of momentum, if you're Buffalo, you need this.
They got 2 receivers up top. They have attempted a couple of passes tonight. Swanky in the shotgun, gets it, counter play, and look at the Bears defense. Wow! I seen Johnson in there, Wyatt Johnson and Keegan Evans. Johnson was the first guy there, and then Keegan Evans wrapped him up, and I see Evans holding that left arm that has given him a lot of trouble over the last couple of years, and he is shaking up and holding it. And you see him right there on the TDH Media replay, holding and protecting that left arm, and tapping the helmet that says, "I need to come out for a bit." Timeout on the field, 5:37 to go here in the third quarter. Ava in control, 24-7.
It's the Central Ozark Stockyard, located just 8 miles south of Ava off of Highway 5. We hope you're having a great weekend, and we hope to see you Mondays at the sale barn. Sale beginning every Monday at 11 a.m. For questions, consignments, or to schedule a farm visit, please call Marty, 417-274-7719, or Andy at 417-280-0755. Central Ozark Stockyards. Sales every Monday. Proud to support the Ava Bears.
Hey there, Ava Bear fans. This is Tim Reese, pastor at Ava General Baptist Church, and I am excited to not only cheer on our Ava Bears, but also to cheer you on in your journey with Jesus. If you are not worshiping with a community of believers, we would love to walk with you in your journey with God. We gather Sunday mornings at 8:30 and 10:45. You'll experience a welcoming community of believers and an encouraging message to help you live out God's purpose for your life. We'll see you soon.
Ava Bears back on offense, and did Keegan Evans get back on the field, Doc Hall?
He is still over here on the sidelines. We start this drive.
Try to look and see who's in for him at left guard. High pitch, but Dixon has it. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 15, and knocked out of bounds after another big run from Ryland Dixon, who's putting himself on the map right now in this game, Doc Hall.
That was a electrifying play.
My goodness.
Get that young man in space and watch him go.
Now, looks like the lineman came in, Ryan Corrigan, young sophomore there for the Bears, who's taking the place of Keegan Evans right now. See another guy run in, Logan Churchill, I believe. Logan Churchill out there. So mixing in some guys right now, trying to all help out while Keegan Evans is getting that left arm tended to. And when we have an athletic trainer now here on the games, and he's talking to Keegan right now, a straight dive play. Adams spins off the initial defender and falls inside the 15-yard line, down around the 14.
Dixon had a 34-yard run there as he got us down to the 18.
So good to have an athletic trainer now with us on most of these games. Now Evans looks like getting the left arm taped up a little bit there, and he's going to coach right now saying, hey, I think I'm ready to get back in. Second down and 6, under 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Stout's going to hand it off to Adams and run over a man. Oh, rumble, young man, rumble into the end zone. Hunter Adams bulldozes his way for an AVA touchdown.
14 yards on that, Gary.
Woo! That'll get the juices going. I believe the Madden users in the world would call that a truck stick.
Just bulldozing people.
Doesn't run over him that time, runs through him into the end zone. How many yards did you say?
14-yard run.
Look at the momentum right now that Ava has. The floodgates unleashed here on the Bison field. Snap down, hold there, kick up and through. Ava Bears have taken over here in Dallas County. Our score, Ava 31, Buffalo 7.
Do you have new construction or remodeling needs? Reed's Construction can take care of you. We're family owned, operated, and insured. You can check us out on Facebook at Reed's Construction LLC. If you have questions about our services or would like an estimate, give us a call at 417-543-2063. Again, that's 417-543-2063. Don't get framed by the competition. Trust our reputation. It's as solid as concrete.
Go Ava Bears!
It's game time in Cause Country. The cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the conductor is tuning up the band, and the players are going all out in the field. Home Pride Bank is a proud supporter of the Ava Bears. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, and on Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Give us a call at 417-683-3211 for all of your banking needs. Now let's show the opposing team that the blue and gold runs deep in Ava. And be loud as we cheer on the Bears. Home Pride Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Can't put my finger on it. Who was that voice right there?
I've never heard it before.
How would you grade Brothers Colton's commercial writing?
Colton does a great job at Home Pride Bank. Hometown kid. Excited to see where he's at with the company.
Very nice. It is. Now, I guess the extra point no good. I thought it was good. I thought I'd seen hands go up.
Our cheerleaders were excited. I thought it was good.
And listen to the stands right now. There's a thundering on the Bears sideline. Swanky gets it. He runs it up the left side. Special teams does its job that time. Get him short of a 30. Timeout on the field. Buffalo ball next. Your Bears lead at 30-7.
It's the Cheney Monument Company, serving the area of Cause Country since 1935, providing you with all of your monument needs. Check us out online at CheneyMonuments.com to see examples of our work, or for more information, call 417-679-3720 for Rob or Angie. Cheney Monument Company, where we sell custom monuments, benches, vases, porcelain pictures, cremation urns, and more.
Well, Buffalo seeing the game slip away from them here. 30 points unanswered by the Ava Bears. Buffalo was leading 7-0 after the first quarter. I was a little nervous. I think a lot of Ava Bear fans a little nervous. But boy, did they wake up coming out of the second, and they have just played real sound football ever since.
Yeah, 5-yard gain there by Meade. Second down for Buffalo.
Looks like Junior Cazares getting in the game. Now, folks, this is one of the strongest dudes walking, Southern Missouri. Junior, you go in and look at the bench press records and stuff there in the Ava Bear weight room. Dude has a lot of them. Quarterback in shotgun. It goes back to Swanky, rolling to his right. Tyson Tidwell with the pressure. Swanky, though, eludes it.
Keep it, let him go.
Oh, my goodness.
Lot of open field.
The footwork from Swanky cuts it back, and he's tackled inside the 20-yard line all the way down there, and having to get some pursuit help from behind to help out there. But you see why that man gets the attention that he does for being such a fast dude.
Showcasing his speed there.
And credit to the Bears defense for not giving up on the play, because I thought he was having a house call. 1st and 10. Swanky in the shotgun's got two receivers up to the top side. Has it, hands it off, dive back. Meade, good stop there as the initial hit made, I believe, by Hunter Adams and Luke Little. And that'll make it second down. 8. And we've lost our monitor. Boy, you don't realize how spoiled you are with that thing till it's gone. Joe Corum and Greg Davis are like, so what? We didn't work with a monitor. Now, Tyson and his crew, TDH Media, just do such a fantastic job providing the visuals for you.
It spoils you as a sports fan, too, at home.
2:45 left here in the third. Snap, little trickery, misdirection here. It actually goes to the up back in Meade, and he gets close to the 10-yard line and close to a first down. 2:30 in the game, and if Buffalo's going to have any opportunity of trying to get back into this one, they got to have points here on this drive.
They need to score before the end of the quarter for sure.
It'll be 3rd and short.
5 yards on the carry for Meade there.
Bears will line up in an odd front. Bring an extra linebacker down on the defensive line. Snap goes to Schwanke. Follows a pulling guy up on the left side, and it looks like has enough maybe for the first down. Needed to get up to the 9.5, I believe, and I think that's right where he is. And the chains will move, so it's 1st and goal. This is Buffalo's first drive into the red zone since the first quarter.
Since their first drive.
Since their first drive of the game, that's right. 90 seconds left here in the third, and here they do that motion play where they flip everybody overloaded, unbalanced to the left side. Goes to Swanky, takes it that way. Defensive end tries to crash down. Ava fighting to push him back. But it is a positive carry, and they get closer to the goal line here, marked at about the 5.
The Bear down.
And we do have an Ava Bear down who looks to be shaken on the play, and the athletic training staff coming out, and I believe that's Hunter Adams who's down right now. And you hear the place quiet as can be, as we believe that is Hunter Adams, who is down on the ground right now, athletic trainer out looking at him. We will take this football timeout. We are here late in the third quarter. Ava leading 30-7.
It's J&L Tire, the folks that want to be your tire provider here in Cause Country. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Open on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2.
This is Jason at J&L Tire. If you need new and used tires, come see us and check out our prices. Different brands, different sizes. We got you covered at J&L Tire.
683-1551. 683-1551 for J&L Tire, located on the south side of town off South Jefferson. It's Ava Building Supply, your one-stop shop for all your home improvement and hardware supplies, offering a huge selection of interior and exterior paints, plumbing, heating, and electrical supplies, power tools, lawn and garden products, and much, much more. Our staff has the experience and knowledge to answer any of your questions about our products or your home improvement needs at Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers, where we stop to shop.
I tell you, you see a player go down on the field like that, and you just hold your breath, as it was Hunter Adams. Now, he does walk off the field on his own power. Coach Merrifield, the new athletic trainer, out there with him. He does walk off on his own power. Now comes back down there along the sideline, and not sure what they're looking at. Don't want to speculate about it right now, but that's why you stay tuned in throughout the game to listen to our new post-game show sponsor, Ava RX Pharmacy, there at the Roberts Center. Buffalo on the keeper. I believe this is Meade. Gets close to the goal line and stopped just short. I think they'll mark him down right around the 1. But Hunter Adams getting some attention right now there on the sideline. And, boy, we talked about it during the training camp reports and different things, what it was going to be like to have an athletic trainer there on staff on the sidelines. And, boy, already here in week 1, a big deal. And Hunter Adams right now gets back up and just trying to, looks like, kind of walk it off.
Yeah.
Swanky up the middle, and that is a score for Buffalo. And that comes with 23 seconds left here at the end of the third quarter. So a 1-yard run for Swanky. Boy, they took advantage of a clearance 4th of July sale here in Buffalo. They're not running out of fireworks in this one.
They're loaded up. Definitely a muted feeling on the Ava Bears sideline right now.
And that's energy not really here. And folks, again, we're without a monitor right now, so they didn't get to see no replay. So they did mark. That's interesting. 23 seconds left right now here as Buffalo lining up for 2. And I think the Bears defense is there to make the stop. And I see Carter Mayhem, one of the first guys in. Carter's made some nice plays there on the defensive side tonight. And our score, 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Ava 30, Buffalo 13.
Sports season means traveling home and away, town to town, ball game to ball game. And your one-stop shop for all your gasoline, diesel, and convenience store needs is Signal. Whether you need a quick snack, bite to eat, or to fuel up, Signal is the place to go. Make sure you have your Signal Rewards card with you and earn rewards for purchases that you are going to make anyway. That's Signal Food Stores, Scribner Oil, proud to support local athletics.
Missouri Ozarks Community Health Clinic in Ava is pleased to welcome Dr. Anna Bowden as a dentist in the Ava Clinic. Dr. Bowden available to see patients in the Ava Dental Clinic Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday from 8 until 5 o'clock. Call us at the clinic and make an appointment with Dr. Anna Bowden, our new dentist at Missouri Ozarks Community Health. Our clinic phone number, 417-683-5739.
Well, from all the people who were texting and stuff, watching on the TDH, they said that extra point of Ava's earlier was good. should be 31-13, but the scoreboard here at Buffalo still says 30-13. That's just kind of what we're working with right now. And again, right now you're worried about the well-being of Hunter Adams there, who was shaken up on a defensive play. Didn't see if he just got tangled in a pile or what happened, but you've kind of felt all that enthusiasm and energy that we had there just a little bit ago just kind of get sucked out of this place on the Ava Bear sideline.
And he's still on the sideline as we start this drive, and he's a tough young man. Hopefully everything's okay.
Stout under center, and the handoff will be to the dive back, and I believe that is Wyatt Johnson now, who picks up a big role here, filling in for Hunter Adams, and Wyatt Johnson with his first carry of the night. Positive gain, about 6 or 7 on the play, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. Our score here in week 1, after 3, Ava 30, Buffalo 13.
Jacob Tidwell of Tidwell Tree Service is proud to support the Ava Bears, and if you need tree work of any kind over the fall and winter seasons, Tidwell Tree Service is here to serve you. Fully insured professional work in a timely manner. Call Jacob Tidwell today at 543-4874. That's 543-4874. And a special shout out to Tyson Tidwell from Jacob and the crew at Tidwell Tree Service.
Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Barrett at Tammy Barrett Realty. And if you're getting ready to sell your home or buy a home, please give us a call. We would love to help you at any time. Or even if you're just wanting information about the whole loan process, we can help you with that also. Our number is 417-349-1981. Thank you.
Remember to stay tuned with us afterwards for the Ava RX Pharmacy post-game show. We'll talk to head coach Casey Merrifield and also name an offensive and defensive players of the game. We'll have to stew on that one a little bit. And you see right now, there's a lot of attention going on with Hunter Adams on the far side of the bench right now. Coaches and folks talking to him. And again, got the athletic trainer here, is giving him a lot of attention. Stout with a handoff to the dive back.
Got something out of nothing there.
Yeah, Wyatt Johnson able to wiggle through for a couple. Trying to track these other scores going on around the area, and it's tough going right now here on week 1. Last we heard it was Mountain Grove 20, Fairgrove 6, and Stratford leading Liberty 7-0.
Got a score for you. Gainesville won both their games today. Play for the tournament championship in Conway tomorrow. The Bulldogs.
There you go, company man. Here's a handoff, and it is actually a quarterback keeper. Stout trying just to get a first down right here and move the chains. And right now, clock on your side. How you like those Fridays off?
Man, it is great. Could not recommend it enough.
So we literally had to do a call to the bullpen, and Ava's got another player down right now. And, well, I don't know if we just maybe with the humidity and everything got a little bit of cramps and dehydration going on. But that is another player down, and now he's getting tended to. Ava Bears have some injuries happening right here. But, yeah, Cooper dealing with his own injury, the injury bug right now. And we hope he's got a full rest and recovery and be able to join us in Stratford next week, especially big fantasy football draft Sunday with the Booger County Gentlemen.
Heal up, Cooper. Heal up.
Yes, and Doc Hall, a trooper, called him out of the bullpen earlier today. Says, is there any way you can do it in Buffalo tonight? Good soldier for us at Cause Radio, him and Rocky. If you've not listened to pregame ever, I encourage you there. And that is Carter Mayhem down now, and he looks like he's got a bad left ankle or something. He's being helped off by Coach Merrifield and the athletic trainer.
Two key players.
I know, trying to brag on the doctors here, Doc Hall and Doc Valentine, but this is not a good situation with the injury stuff going on right now. So now Carter Mayhem is going to join Hunter Adams on the bench, and I'll be honest, Mayhem, just from what I've seen and everything, one of those guys in the mix for Defensive Player of the Game, but I don't think we're going to be able to ask him to walk up here this time.
So, new center then, right?
It has to be. So, yeah.
Quarterback center exchange, something to watch here on this play.
And it's 4th and short. So a big play. Good snap, hold to the dive back, and up there, and a first down. And I believe we have Junior Cazares along the offensive line now. And we'll try to see who's snapping the ball. And it looks like they've moved Brant Nelson, the center now, and Cazares left guard. Lakey in there at right tackle. And I want to say I'm seeing Luke Little in there on the left side. We've got people moving around everywhere. I think it is Cazares actually doing the snapping. Right now for the Bears. Stout will keep it. Option quarterback keeper, and woof, he is
a lick there.
Hit hard and taken down at the 45-yard line. 27-14, Mountain Grove over Fairgrove. Mountain Grove, of course, we don't got to do any hyping or setting the stage for that.
We won't do any hyping.
No. That's a big Week 3 game, and now they're in the District 2. I mean, you could say that for all intents and purposes, that's a fight for the number 1 seed in District and for the FCA crown there in Week 3. 2nd down and 9. Goes to Stout,
like
tried to get it to Dixon on a jet sweep, and there was early movement. And that's going to back things up for the Bears. Logan Churchill is the extra lineman who has stepped in now. Here with, and keep in mind, so in this game, Davis had Keegan Evans go down, Hunter Adams, and now Carter Mayhem. You're talking a couple of starting offensive linemen, your star sophomore feature back, and Eric Harrow pretty much was labeled as doubtful going into this game.
Yeah. Now, if you're Ava, you want this clock to move, and let's get home.
And all these injury timeouts stopping the clock. So you're at 9:22, and we're just trying to get to the end of this right here with enough guys to go to Stratford next week.
2nd and 14.
And timing just looks a little off there, but Ryland Dixon, he's going to make a house call here. All the way, touchdown, AVA. Ryland Dixon puts another 6 on the board.
That's a 60-yard run.
Wow. Boy, did I say the timing was off? I'll just go ahead and slap myself for that one. How many yards you say?
60. Wow. What a run.
60-yard house call run. Ryland Dixon putting himself on the map.
His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Now, the Buffalo now, watch the replay. Looks like we had made the extra point earlier, but the scoreboard here is still not adjusted to that.
It's like something that would happen in Mountain Grove.
I gotta love it. Uh-oh, there's a bad snap. So it's the old Oski, Stout trying to make something happen, and throws a souvenir there in the end zone. So on the scoreboard it says 36. We believe it's 37-13. Bears over Bison, 9:02 left in the 4th quarter.
Free checking with an instant debit card and full-service mobile app? That's what you get at Progressive Ozark Bank, Mansfield's locally owned community bank. Free checking that's really free, a debit card the same day, and industry-leading online and mobile banking with free mobile deposit. Open your free Progressive Ozark Bank account at the Mansfield branch or go online to progressiveozarkbank.com on your phone or computer. Progressive Ozark Bank, where people matter, here to stay. FDIC insured equal housing lender.
MS Propane, providing you with quality propane services, including the best customer support, guaranteed gas year-round, and competitive pricing for both commercial and residential. At MS Propane, our mission is to be your propane suppliers for life. Locally owned and operated, MS Propane is the hometown company you can trust for safe, reliable, clean, and affordable propane services. Serving most of Cause Country with locations in Ava, Fairgrove, Rogersville, and Kimberling City. MS Propane. Quality, excellence, reliability.
A great Southern Scoring Bank update real quick. Mountain Grove 27, Fairgrove 17, and Liberty trailing 7-0. Now they lead 14-7 against Stratford. A couple teams like we've alluded to earlier, Doc Hall, that Ava Bears could see twice this year.
Right. Mountain Grove, Stratford, Liberty, all on our schedule and all in our district.
Boy, the Ava Bears rumbling the stands as Blakely will kick it, fielded just outside the goal line. This is Meady carrying it up, and a good hit there made, but bounced off of it and then wrapped up and tackled at the 29. Timeout on the field, 8:54 left. Bears lead 36-13.
Saying goodbye to a loved one. You want it to be special, wrap in care, and provide comfort to those who remain. I'm Tony Clinking Bear Van Dyne, and at Clinking Bear Funeral Home, we've been helping those we know and love say goodbye with honor and dignity for over 100 years. We are here to serve you and your family.
I tell you, this press box, ask Joe Corm and Greg Davis about it. It's a ways away from the action, it feels like, and there's no AC, and it still feels like the middle of July in here right now as Buffalo on the carry. They'll get a pretty positive gain. Picked up 9. The length of that Ava drive, Dr. Hall.
Ava, it was a 6-play drive for 69 yards, forcing it in a Ryland Dixon touchdown, 3rd touchdown of the game for that young man.
He's going to have a lot of folks turn on the huddles and the different streamings over the weekend and say, who's this number 5 guy for the Ava Bears? This cat can scoot. 8:12 left. Swanky back to pass. He will throw, rolls out to his right. Pass is caught, makes the man miss, and wrapped up and driven down. Thomas Merritt there in the secondary on the tackle. And it'll be a first down for the Bison. Ball marked at about the 46-yard line of the Ava Bears. And if you've been gone for a little bit, just getting back, Ava's had 3 key injuries happen. Too many injuries for week 1 here with Keegan Evans, Hunter Adams, and Carter Mayhem, who all look like they are done for the game. Hand off to Meade, and he's got room, and he could go to the house. Thorburn trying to chase him from behind and does. He'll tackle him right at about the 3-yard line.
41-yard run.
Now, outstanding effort by Thornburn. He saves a touchdown. Well, that's one of those, the back of Buffalo, probably not expecting him to come up like that. You try to do the old haymaker underhook with the left arm and punch that ball out, but
2 big plays back-to-back for Buffalo.
Getting pretty greedy there, hoping for the punch the ball out fumble inside the 5 after a long, long run by the Bison. 7:40 left in the ball game. Bears up 36-13. Snap back to Meade. He's hit by Tidwell and Stout, and they will drive him back. Also there in the game is Matthew Riley, Jr., for the Bears. So getting a lot of guys with opportunity. Sometimes all you can ask for is an opportunity to get in there and make some plays. And with these injuries now, some guys are getting some varsity spots here that may not get a whole lot of reps on Friday night, and opportunity to make some plays and show out for the coaches.
Chance to see what our depth looks like.
In the backfield, they're bunched up, goes to Swanky, direct dive play for the quarterback, and he is in the end zone for the touchdown. That is the 3rd touchdown run for Swanky in the game, and they've got more fireworks a-booming. $36-19 is where we're at. Now this Well, let's go ahead and call it. It's a big play. There's 6:51 left. You don't really like how the game is proceeding right now in the fourth quarter with the injury. This is the difference between a 2-score and a 3-score game here with under 7 minutes to play. Big extra point coming up. Kick is on the way, looks short, and it is. So that, my friends, keeps it a 3-score game. 6:51 left. I think we have 37, but the Buffalo scoreboard says 36. Ava 36, Bison 19.
One of the best places to work, working with the edge of technology folks at Emerson Climate Technologies, the Ava plant. Great wages, benefits, work environment, and always pushing the edge of technologies, just like the Ava Bears, pushing the edge of victories. Emerson Climate Technologies. When you're finished with your high school career, come to work with us at Emerson Climate Technologies.
Hi, this is Wes Davis from Town & Country Bank. We don't just have branches, we have roots. Roots that run deep throughout the communities we serve. That is why so many people continue to trust us for all of their agricultural business needs. Whether you are in the market for a farm or the cattle and equipment to work it, Town & Country Bank has a financial solution. Stop by one of our area locations, visit with our friendly team to find the right solution for your banking needs. Town & Country Bank, smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 1975714.
Go visit with Wes Davis at Town & Country Bank for 10 minutes, and if you don't laugh, I'll give you a $20 bill.
If you can cut the conversation off after 10 minutes, I'll give you a $20 bill.
Oh, like good old Wes there. And, we've seen a couple of botched snaps here in this game. And second greatest long snapper in Ava history, Josh Windler, pointing out that tall grass can make it really difficult sometimes on the center when you're snapping that. Of course, Tanner Purdom, who went on to a 7-year NFL career, he would have to be the best snapper ever. Long snapper we're talking. But you've been wondering why, week one stuff, jitters, yes, but they need a little Miller Lawn Service here on the old Buffalo football field this evening. And
not a bad return by the Bears there. Got it up to the 41.
They got 3 injuries. Now, is the field playing a part in that, too? I don't know. But some snaps and some footing, been an issue here. Ava with it, 1st and 10. Really just need to get one of those drives where you get 5 or 6 first downs and bleed a lot of clock. Handoff will go to the fullback, Wyatt Johnson. Seen cousin Caleb here earlier. Another friend of ours at Cause Radio. And Wyatt wearing number 44. Picks up a couple. Under 6.5 minutes to play now.
Ava not getting up the line quite as quick as we try to get this clock down.
Now, this is what you hear football coaches call your 4-minute offense, where you're not in a hurry. What you're trying to do is run that clock, move those chains, and take care of the football. Man in motion is Dixon, and handed off to Johnson again. Crosses the 45, then drove back, and it'll be 3rd and about 7. Here for the Ava offense as we are under 6 minutes.
Wyatt has gotten a lot of carries since he's entered the game.
Yeah, Wyatt, who's getting reps right now for Hunter Adams. And again, we're not trying to speculate on anything, but it is concerning the amount of attention he's got there over the sideline since he's been knocked out of the game. Here's a counter play to Dixon. He has been fun to watch with the football in his hands tonight as he gets close to midfield. And it'll be 4th and short. And will Coach Merrifield at midfield keep the offense on the field. Try to pick up a first down. Our very own Dr. Valentine, he got to back up there. NFL 7-year man,
right.
Tanner Purdom.
Took over for him.
Yeah, learned the QB and the long snapping from him.
Remember, Dr. Valentine featured in the Springfield News Leader once he was Ava quarterback. I believe the article was a heart for Valentine.
Yeah, very well put. Here's Stout. And Dixon cuts it up. Nice little wiggle room. And, man, wiggle and shaking and baking for a first down right there is Ryland Dixon. It was 4th and 2, and he got more than that. I'm going to put you on the spot, Doc Hall. You got any idea? I know we got the 3 touchdowns. What's the around yardage-wise?
We're looking at 163 yards on the night, young man.
And I believe a 60-yarder in there as well.
And I believe he had another one that was a 33-yard touchdown. So, explosive plays.
Ava leading on the scoreboard, 36-19. Now, we still think there's an extra point not given. Here's a handoff to the dive back. It looks like it is Wyatt Johnson once again. And he gets the clock under 4 minutes now. 36-19. And Jeremiah Blakely, Hunter Adams, the guys have become buds. They're over last year. Talking to him right now. They're on the end of the bench.
Mayhan's on the same bench.
You got Mayhem on one side. He's got the ankle iced up. Don't believe there we go, a fumbled snap.
There's a flag.
That's happened a number of times tonight. Ava tries to jump back on it. And Big Junior puts the football away there for the Bears. I've seen my brother one too many times with an ice pack like that around the ankle. I believe Mayhem is done for the night.
Brother's a basketball player.
Yep.
False start on the Bears.
So that will back Ava up 5.
Our 4th penalty of the night.
3:27 to go.
I believe that's our 4th exchange between the quarterback and center that's not gone according to plan.
And right now, again, when you had your starting center in there as Mayhem, still had a few fumbled exchanges there as well. And now I believe it is Junior Cazares who has stepped in and playing center right now.
You said Junior has some weightlifting records.
Yeah, bench press, I believe, over 320 for a 17-year-old dude.
Impressive.
And don't be fooled by the size. That man can boot, scoot, and boogie.
Is that right? Okay.
He has got very deceptive speed, this Junior. I've seen it in action. And
on the line.
You don't know. Right now you're looking at a game next week, huge district game there at Stratford. You know, early in the season, game was already going to be big, but then when Misha puts Ava and Stratford in the same district, only magnifies the importance of it.
Yeah.
And so you're looking at potentially, if Harrow's not able to go, down 4 starters there for a week 2 matchup. There's plenty of reason to stick around here the final 3 minutes, folks, so we can talk to Coach Casey Merrifield in our Ava RX post-game show.
Couple of yards on that carry.
And Ava right now, again, folks, we're just trying to wind down the clock, get to the end here. We are under 3 minutes, and the clock is going to stop. We got a timeout, Buffalo. We'll take one, too. 2:55 remaining. We're battered and bruised right now, but leading on the scoreboard, 36-19.
We're proud of our kids, our teachers, our bus drivers, all those involved on the Ava School campus. The Ava School system, doing our best to teach our young people what they'll need in life, and at the same time, encouraging them to do the right thing. The Ava Schools, saluting the Ava Bears in all sporting and academic activities.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo, and duck, duck, goose. because you do anything for your kids. That's why it is so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent David Cody will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent David Cody in Ava at 683-4141. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We are in the fourth quarter. Got a 3rd down and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line at Buffalo. Goss goes in motion. And the timing off. We've got a penalty flag. And I believe it's going to be on the Bears. That's all indication. And I know nothing, John Snow. It is offsides on the defense.
We'll take it.
Yeah, Ava will get a free 5 yards here. That'll make it a little more manageable there. 3rd down and 5. 2:54 on the clock. According to the scoreboard, up 17, although I'm going to keep preaching this moment until we conclude tonight. I believe it's 37-19. I think so does everybody here and everybody listening and watching at home. Out under center, counterplay to Dixon. Ryland, he's got loose. He's looking for touchdown number 4. Knocked out at about the 4-yard line. Boy, is that man doing some dangerous things to the opposition with the football in his hand.
So you got knocked down at the 4.
It is the Ryland Dixon welcoming party right now here on the offensive side of the ball. Now, you're talking about a guy, varsity letter, of course, a sophomore, did play some meaningful snaps, especially in that Lamar game when Skiles got hurt and out. So, guy that gotten a taste of the Friday Night Lights before here in his junior year, but he is arriving on the scene and putting his stamp on this game tonight. Give it to Wyatt Johnson up the middle, tries to jump over the pile, and gets down to around the 2-yard line. Right now, we just need to get out of here with no more injuries.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, our schedule sets up for some big games. Stratford, Sting Grove, Mountain View, all in the district.
Very front-loaded. You look, week 5, you got Salem. Salem right now losing to St. James 28-0. I heard Dr. Valentine, you discussing it in the pre-game football night in Cos Country about how, it just, I can remember when we were in high school back in the early 2000s, Salem still had that machine a-rolling with Coach Schuchart and company. As here's a handoff that gets stopped at around the 1-yard line. But it's been so long since Salem has had that powerhouse. You feel like TDH would have been in black and white back then. And
Salem used to roll some monsters out on the field.
There was a long time. It was like from 93 to 2004, I think, the gap between from Ava's last victory over Salem. Of course, that Ava 1993 SCA conference team, and then long way from the glory years for Salem. Here's another penalty flag, and it's going to put the ball back. Ava had it on the 3-yard line, according to the scoreboard here, which I don't trust anymore. And we're a long ways away from that side of the end zone. But 1:13 on the clock, and we'll see what the penalty flag is. Looks like a pre-snap penalty on the Ava Bears. Mountain Grove 34, Fairgrove 22, and they still got 10 minutes left in that one. Well, they're really taking the Mishawaka breaks over there. That still has 10 minutes left.
We know Seeger can throw it.
Yeah.
It's a little longer when you throw football.
Have to talk to old Damon after the game and said, all right, how'd it look? Ava right now waiting for the official to let things get on and rolling again. But yeah, Doc Hall, you're right on the money. This front-loaded schedule, it's hard to be without a couple of guys week 2, week 3, week 4, because, Thayer, Mayhem, maybe a down year.
Right.
Don't know, but I mean, you're talking about your next 3 biggest games
We're not making
that are on the schedule 3 weeks in a row, upcoming. Hand off to Wyatt Johnson, trying to fight for the goal line. Leaps has been Reams, and he is going to be short.
Clock is still running.
We are under 35 seconds. Been a long couple of days. Old Tyler Biggs Watterson driving Thomas back last night from Arrowhead. Got to meet the new safety, Justin Reed, and we got home about 12:30 or 1. So you can imagine how excited my 8-year-old was when the alarm went off to go to school this morning to Mrs. Ritter's 3rd grade class. And old Dad, 35 ain't like 25. I didn't bounce back from a trip like that very well. Now we've got another whistle, it looks like, and a penalty. And is it going to be a delay game or game over?
Crowd thinks the game's over.
Ava thinks crowd's over. The head official and the white hat will make the call.
Got his hand up.
And see right now what I'm looking at.
Players are still on the field. Nope.
And now it is final. A little beat up and a little injured here in Buffalo, but Ava gets victory number 1 on the season. Our score, final, Bears 36, Bison 19.
Whether it's personal injury, car accidents, criminal defense, and no matter if the case is large or small, Christopher J. Swadish, attorney at law, would be honored to represent you. You can visit with the Ava office, 200 East Washington, or you can call 683-2987, or even visit the website, www.swadish.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get into our Ava RX Pharmacy post-game show, and what we'll do, we'll take one more break, and then we will do a post-game wrap summarizing the action from this first Week 1 game. And then stay with us because we're going to need a lot of injury updates from head coach Casey Merrifield on some of the things that have happened in this game this Friday evening. Ava's had 3 key guys go down to injury, and Hunter Adams, one of them. And he looks like a guy, I don't want to speculate, that might be out a little while, if not a lot of while. Teams are gathering on the field to say a prayer right now, and I like this. Coach Merrifield kind of continuing on this, what Coach Swafford and company have done over the last decade. I heard, Doc Hall, you talking on the stat of the week there earlier, this 10-year run for the Ava Bears, and nice to see both teams coming together here at midfield.
Yes, it's always good after a competition like this when kids can come together for something larger. Good to see you in Friday Night Lights.
We are going to take an Ava Bear timeout. We'll do the post-game wrap. Then we'll do the post-game coaches show. Ava RX Pharmacy presented to you. To listen to Cause Radio, best radio in the Ozarks.
It's Jim's Body Shop of Ava, the name you know and the people you can trust when it comes to auto body repair services. Have you locked your keys in the car? Or maybe you need a tow? Well, we've got you covered anytime, day or night. Give us a call at 683-4609. It's Jim's Body Shop of Ava. We're there when you need us, and we're proud to support the Ava Bears.
With COVID-19 still here and flu season approaching, the Douglas County Health Department wants you to know we are offering the flu vaccine and also the COVID-19 vaccine for free by appointment while supplies last. Call us at 417-683-4174. That's 683-4174 to schedule an appointment. And remember, we have other services too, such as getting birth certificates, water sample kits, blood pressure and body mass index readings, WIC, and help with quitting tobacco. Douglas County Health Department, proud supporters of the Ava Bears.
Hello, Bear fans. This is Blake Miller at Stockman's Bank. Stockman's Bank proudly offers a full range of deposit and loan products to support both consumer and commercial needs. And whether you're at home or at the ballgame cheering on the Bears, You can check updates and activity on your checking or savings account with our Stockman's Bank mobile app. Take your balance information with you wherever you go. Stockman's Bank, proud past, exciting future, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Travis Smith is our state representative. And Travis Smith, old football coach himself, is very proud of the Ava Bears and all of the Ava athletes. Your state representative of the 155th, Travis Smith, saluting the Ava Bear football team, volleyball squad, all the kids at Ava High School. A salute from State Representative Travis Smith.
Did you know Ava has a locally owned pharmacy? Ava RX, your caring hometown pharmacy. At Ava RX, we know how hectic life can get. That's why we offer fast and accurate prescription filling, drive-through, delivery, and so much more. Come try us for the convenience, and we promise you'll stay for the friendly and caring staff. Changing pharmacies is as easy as calling 683-9550 or come see us behind Subway. I'm Katie Lustfield, and I want to be your pharmacist.
The Ava Bear football team in week 1 gets a win at Buffalo. But at what cost? Final score, we think, ends up being 36-19. But this one, folks, really shaky early. Buffalo comes down first drive of the game, and a Brett Swanky touchdown makes it 7-0. Second quarter, though, the Bears wake up. The first points of the year come by a Jeremiah Blakely 31-yard field goal. That makes it 7-3 Buffalo. Then Ryland Dixon, who had a huge night, 4-yard touchdown run at the 5:11 mark of the second quarter, makes it 10-7. And this was the big factor in the game, was the end of the second quarter and the start of the third. With 11 seconds left, Hunter Adams scores from 8 yards out to make it 17-7. Ava deferred at the start of the game, took the ball to begin the third quarter. Dixon, 33 yards, takes it to the house. Ava was up 24-7, and then after Hunter Adams' run, a 14-yard run, made it 30-7 there in the middle of the third quarter. Then Ava kind of on cruise control the rest of the night. Swanky would add another 1-yard TD run to make it 30-13, and then Ryland Dixon to pull off the hat trick, 60-yard scamper to make it 36-13, and Ava would win after Buffalo one more touchdown, 36-19. Ava, though, they leave a little beat up and injured. Here from this Week 1 Buffalo game, key injuries happening to Hunter Adams, the young sophomore sensation, Keegan Evans, one of the team captain linemen, and also Carter Mayhem, who's the team's starting center and linebacker. All three of those guys banged up. Adams might be the one that is the most severe. And, folks, you got a game next Friday against Stratford, who's a district opponent, and you know they won't feel sorry for the Bears, so Ava's going to have to lick the wounds and heal up quick if they can. Final score here on Week 1, Ava 36, Buffalo 19. For Dr. Hall, Monica Coram, Tyler Watterson.